Please confirm if Modupe is on the call and tell her to come on camera.
If she's there, she'll appear.
She's not there. Adiola, tell Modupe to join this meeting ASAP. You can put a call through to her. I don't think she's currently on your WhatsApp. All right. So last week, is it last week? No, 2 weeks ago, we started this series, Ownership Mindsets. And the aspect of, so this ownership mindset is a series. GM will be taking the series. Mr. Daniel also will be taking. So we are looking at ownership mindset from different perspectives. So the perspective I'm looking at ownership mindset is the angle of an employee that moved to being a leader. What it takes, how ownership mindset come to play, what you can do, how you can position yourself as an employee, even in the workplace. It doesn't necessarily have to be salvo, but even within salvo, what is expected of you? So that is the angle or aspect that I am looking at ownership mindset from. So GM will also be looking at ownership mindset from a different perspective. And Mr. Daniel will be looking at ownership mindset most likely from the employer's perspective, what the employer expects from the employee. So we talked about so many things, and I would like us to sort of like just say one or two things that jump at you from the meeting we had previously, if you can remember. Let me start with Ife. Ife.
Yeah, what my takeaway from last one was that's I think what I said then was that our work reflects who we are. Like when self the work, everybody's doing reflects the different and their attitude and their expect for themselves. Like
I think you are talking about the aspect that talk about excellence. Gloria.
I think kind of it is. I will not wait to be supervised without doing what is nice. Yeah, I think that I'm gonna do like I will not wait to be supervised without doing what is nice.
Okay. But you will not wait to be supervised.
Without doing what is right.
You just quoted this.
Seriously, I'm not what I wrote here. Professionalism in the workplace. I think I prepare down. Okay, it seems like you're in the company, so they're going to do.
Yes, I like that. When you think like you own the company, it will guide what you do. I'm person.
Same thing with women.
I don't understand.
And that's what I said. That's not the I said like that. So like for you to be in there, what you need to know. So that you're certain that you know what would be the link on how we know it is on what.
Okay.
Alright. So if you're doing a task, you can do like it's trying to spend the relationship. So if for now we're able to do it, for now the boss or whatever, this is your time for one. When they give you tasks, not saying this is impossible. This talk about
This morning, yes. I remembered I nailed that aspect that when you are given a task that look impossible, your first reaction is not rejection. That was the word I said. Your first reaction should not be rejection. Your first reaction is to find a solution. What can I do? And if you need help, ask for help. It is when you have actually tried your own best and then you feel that this thing there's no way we can do it, it's impossible, then you can then communicate your finding. This is what you told me to do, this is what I've been able to achieve with this, I did this, I did this, I did this, but what do you think we can do? Because most likely the person that gave you a task already has an idea of what the result should look like. Do you understand? Has an idea of what the result should look like. So Adiola.
okay. Another thing that stood out for me is accountability
Yeah.
and being solution oriented.
Yeah.
Exactly. So when you come across a typical clinical for the like from like don't just tell them this is what the opportunity or I don't have idea about this.
Yeah.
Make sure you know they are everything. So tell you that look at the parent. I would like to back for something that they don't just shun them and neglect
Their request.
their request.
So Adiola is talking from a typical customer support perspective. Yes, Juwon.
Yeah, I was like, well, I'm not gonna them. I think not to them because I think I take the work like it's like just asking what is my own business.
Yes.
Like
How will you do
I
it?
handle it like this. Will I allow someone to handle my own job like this?
All right. Thank you very much. So, Adiola and I said Adiola, Mojupe and Benjamin. There is modus operandi for joining virtual meetings. Please do the needful ASAP. Thank you. I am person. If you are not responding to clients, please put away your phone and give me 40 minutes. Same thing with every other person, except for Juwon and Adiola. So I have 40 minutes for this recording and I want to achieve what I can as much as possible. All right. Benjamin, turn on your camera. And when Mojupe joins, tell us to turn on our camera as well. Okay, please turn on your camera, guys. We want to see your face. Thank you. So, if I please help me monitor this. They have to consistently be on camera. That's the rule. Okay, so I'll continue from where I stopped last week.
Sorry, I don't think the God will turn that camera.
Okay, well,
Last time she looked at me.
yes, she has not sorted it. Did she come to you, Ife?
Okay, said she has laptop. And she can use her phone now. Exactly, it's just her phone. She can join the call with her phone now.
Maybe
So, Mojupe, so send her a message. Join the meeting with your phone so you can turn on your camera. Join the meeting with your phone so you can turn on your camera. I think Benjamin is also using the phone.
Yes, it's
All right. So I'll continue from where I stopped the last time. I believe they can see my screen.
yeah.
All right. So working like a boss looks like this. The question you want to ask yourself is, how does it feel like to work like a boss? If I am a boss, what am I supposed to do? And I feel like this topic is very, very important for anyone who is trying to set up their own business. It will help you. It will help you. All right, so let me go back to what working like a boss actually look like. You want to come early and you want to come prepared. You want to come knowledgeable, right? Your employee should not be the one telling you what to do. You should know what is expected of you to do, what you should do, and you should be able to dish out tasks. For those of us that are Christians, there is this story in the Bible of a woman in book of Proverbs 31. And scripture says that she apportions tasks to her household. So she knows what each person ought to do and she tells them what to do. So fast forward to this dispensation. People who live in, let's say, if I don't even let me use that word, house managers. House managers, for example, imagine a mansion. There is a cleaner, there is a cook, there is a driver, there is the security or whatever. And there is that one person that manages all the stewards or all the servants in the house. For that house manager, what do you think a day-to-day activity would look like? Tolani, what do you think the day-to-day activity of a house manager would look like? Some manager. Did you hear what I did? That was the scenario I painted. I felt like you are not with me. That's why I called your name. So there is the cook, there is driver, there is security, there is the cleaner, and then for some there might even be a nanny. You understand? But there is that one person that supervises all the stewards, that is the servants. So what do you think our day-to-day activity would look like?
I just to make sure that others carry on their task best. So that is our own job. If they don't do it, then our own job.
then our own job is not done. That is actually what it feels like to be a boss. If others do not do their job, his job is not done. If others do not execute or implement whatever it is, the metrics in their KPI, he has not achieved his dream. That is what it feels like or it looks like to be a boss, right? So as an employee, how can you make your boss to do his own work? It is taking initiative. You are paying attention to detail. Consider yourself as an artisan or consider yourself as the chef. You have prepared the meal. You have served the meal. And then the house managers come supervise, okay, what are we having today? We are having porridge and maybe veggies. Okay, have you served it? Okay, put this on the table. No, change this cup, wash this cup. You understand that kind of a thing. For the cleaner, oh, have you cleaned the guest room? Have you cleaned the master's bedroom? Have you know, such a thing. That is what our day-to-day activity look like. Monitoring, supervising, giving orders, giving instructions to the people who are supposed to do their task. So as an employee, I want you to picture yourself, all right, as 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 a steward, all right, that would actually help this house manager to fulfill or complete their job for the day. Are you taking initiative? Are you paying attention to detail, the instruction? Are you being solution oriented? When you face a challenge, what is the first thing you do? Do you just abandon it and say, oh, abeg, it's not me that killed Jesus? You understand? Do you manage your time effectively? You have highlighted a lot of things that you want to do for today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that you want to do. How many minutes or hours will it take you to accomplish this task, this task, this task, this task? Do you apportion deadline to each of those tasks? I think that we should apportion deadline to each of our tasks going forward, because that is the only way we can measure our productivity and time management. For example, your first metric, Tolani, what do you plan to do immediately after this training? You want to go through the client list. So let's assume that you give yourself a deadline and your deadline says, go through the list of clients that we have, 30 minutes or 20 minutes. That 20 minutes should be 20 minutes after the training, right? If, for example, or peradventure, for any reason, you exceed that 20 minutes going through the list of clients, what will happen to you? It will affect other tasks. Should I shock you? You have 8 hours of productive work. All of the tasks you need to do for today, you can accomplish in 3 hours. I feel like for Tolani and Damilola, for example, the only task that will probably eat or take away a lot of their time is application. Maybe they are applying for a client. It will take a lot of time. You know, you want to be careful. At least for one application, they can spend up to like an hour. You understand? So application or applying for a client can take a lot of time for them. I feel like another thing that can take a lot of time is probably CV and SOP, of which they know how to do their prompts and get it done in the next 20-30 minutes at most. Do you get my point? So if, for example, in your task for today, you have prepare CV and SOP for so and so person, Gbajabi Amila, you know that for that particular task, you are spending nothing or maximum of 30 minutes. So now, if you now have 5 tasks on your tracker for the day, and one task can take you 30 minutes, another one will take you 20 minutes, another one will take you 1 hour. Please be adding everything together. Another one will take you another 1 hour, 30 minutes. Please, are you saying that 8 hours is not enough to achieve this task? So before you say that you are a good manager of your time, ensure that you have apportioned deadline to all your tasks on the tracker. That is the way to know that you have good grasp of your time. And that is why your boss gets angry when you come and say you have not done something or you have not completed something. Do you know why? Because the guy is thinking, 8 hours, and you have not done this, you have not done this, you have not done that. Me, in that time, I have done this, I have done this, I have done this, I have had check-in with this. You know. So as a leader, time management is a virtue. Gabriel, I know I have 40 minutes, so you are my timekeeper. Okay. So time management is a virtue. So you must get this virtue. You must master it. Time management, you must master it. I bet it with you and I put it to you that if you are able to manage your tasks, you will have more than enough time during the day to learn, to take a training, to speak to a friend, to check up on a family member. I tell you, I put it to you. You will have more than enough time for your break. You will not discover that your work is not really a big deal, but you have made a big deal out of it. You will have more than enough time. So good news, if, for example, during your meetings or maybe your handshake, you can actually be doing 1 or 2 things while in the meeting, that's a plus again. That's a plus again. For Ife, for example, I feel like a part of his work that might take a lot of time is if he's writing codes and documenting the codes as well. Do you document your codes? So these are some of the things and questions that we need to start asking ourselves, you know, for us to begin to act and to work in this capacity. You are following through completely. Adiola, is there any reason why? What's going on?
Our phone is red and
Okay. It's okay. Good. Now, let's talk about professionalism in the workplace. It's like I've gone through this slide the last time. Anyways, let's just brush up. Professionalism is reliability, respect, accountability, integrity, discipline, emotional maturity, and effective communication. I feel like I can't remember who I was speaking to on Friday, that there is need for you to develop emotional maturity. If you are not mature emotionally, you will not be able to handle. I think it was customer support that there are some clients that will come to you and they will break you. That's what people are for. It is a normal thing. In fact, not just clients, even colleagues, as we are working together, I can just come and begin to shout at you. And my shouting at you is probably a transferred aggression or stress. Can you see how people push feelings on other people? It could even be something that I read or that I saw that triggered anger in me, and you just came to me at that time and I'm transferring my feelings or my emotions to you. What is your job as an employee or as a colleague? Your job as a colleague is not to accept the emotions that are thrown at you. Are you getting me? That is a display of emotional maturity. So if, for example, in the workplace, you guys have a banter, and usually the fight you used to have is the fight of, oh, I told you to do this thing. Oh, it's Motupe. Oh, it's this one. It's that one. Right? You can have a banter, but your banter should not lead to malice. It shouldn't be the reason why I will need a cup from you and you won't be able to offer it to me. It shouldn't be the reason why I will come to work the following day and you'll be able to say, hello, good morning, how are you? How was your night?
So I have something about that.
You have a
I have
question?
something to say.
Okay.
So from what you said, that mental aggression.
Yeah.
So I think if you're expecting me to be able to control myself, you should not transfer.
You should not transfer.
workplace.
Ideally. So, yes, that is an ideal situation. But the question is everyone at that level? Let's speak now. We are all adults.
Okay, no. So
No,
question,
no,
question here is,
no.
she might not be able to control herself. She's not up to
At that
this.
time.
At that time. Now, you that is receiving,
Expected to be the back.
No, you're not expected to be the bigger person. In an idea.
Because someone wants to transfer aggression, you should not talk at that point of time. Just keep quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the
If
only thing
one
that would
can
have
be able
helped.
to like hold yourself, not to talk whenever you are angry, you want to transfer aggression. Because that is the biggest emotional maturity.
Maturity.
You don't know how the person you are trying to talk to is handling this.
Exactly.
We are so I feel like we are all saying the same thing. Does Benjamin or Modupe have anything to say regarding that? I feel like we are all saying the same thing. So what I'm now saying is that is in an ideal situation. The question now is, are we all at that level?
No, I'm not.
I'm not at that level, but whether to fight you.
That's a different maturity.
No, on receiving. So yeah, okay, let me rephrase again. If I'm the one that wants to dish out the way I'm feeling, I can decide to keep quiet and not talk. Do you know that my keeping quiet can even get you angry? It can actually get you upset. I will give you an example. The last time we had an issue and you came into my office, what did I tell you? I said you should leave. That is from me. Why did I tell her to leave? Because I am boiling with words that I know that if I say, she might just go and type a resignation letter. So I said, leave. I expected her to leave immediately, but she stood and was saying, HR, I'm sorry.
My leaving might be disrespectful to someone else.
Yes, very true.
So now this is what I'm now trying to say. My holding myself back, me, I am in my office. I cannot walk out of you because I am where I'm supposed to be. You are the one that can go because that's not your office, right? My being able to hold it to myself is a level, because at the end of the day, everything have died down. The following day, everything. In fact, I may not even be able to describe the whole scenario fully as I'm even talking now. Why? Because time has passed over it, right? Now, emotional maturity now demands from her because she's the one that is receiving it. And at the time I told her, leave my office, how did she feel? Me, I have displayed a level by keeping quiet. I don't want to have conversation. It's going to turn to an altercation. So please just go. Are you getting me? Leave my office. Yes, of course, the tone will be weighty because
Please leave my office.
yes, the tone is definitely. So hold on. We are missing out something. We are missing out the fact that we are saying that you do not have the right to get angry. I don't want us to miss out on that part. You have every right to be angry. It is how you manage your anger in the workplace. Do you not get the difference now? So I think that we can have a training on emotional maturity or emotional intelligence. I think that's the right word. Emotional intelligence is the right word. So we can have a training on emotional intelligence. You are clocking it, it's okay. But then, not today. I think that the day we're going to have a training on emotional intelligence, it's going to be a conversation, like a discussion. It's going to be interesting, I think. Because I think we need to talk about it, right? We need to talk about it. Okay, so guys, professional employee keep commitment, they handle feedback maturely, they stay accountable under pressure, and they focus on solutions, not the drama. Not the drama. I'm trying to think that who is that employee that are bashed in this office and we are still friends? I think it's Eri. I don't think I've ever spoken to anyone the way I have spoken to Eri in this office. Like, that girl can take anything.
You've never bashed them.
I have
Never.
in my office.
Maybe, but all of the bashing and embarrassment and other stuff that taking that never happened to you. And
Eh?
all the bills that you guys have.
Don't say that too. Maybe she's not. No. She has been around because I remember that in one or two occasions, Eri and Abiola came into my office to apologize on behalf of every other person. Do you remember? Now you can remember. So, moving forward, what are the benefits of ownership mindset? Why am I here? Aha. So, these slides talk about excuses and accountability. What are the differences between you are giving an excuse and you are being accountable, or you are taking responsibility? The excuse culture says nobody reminded me, but an accountability culture says I took responsibility. Oh, she didn't remind me. I asked Mo to do something. Mo needs Ife to do it before she can submit to me. And Ife is saying, I'm not aware. Mo, why didn't you tell Ife? HR, you did not remind me. Which I want you to get something. Know this and know peace. Your boss will most likely do something. It's not most likely. Your boss do something. It is called brain dump. So this is it. He has an idea and he's telling you, oh, do this. You can do this, you can do that. As far as he is concerned, you have captured it. He will most likely not remind you again. The next time he's going to talk about it is when he remembers. That is why your responsibility as an employee, when you are standing before your boss and he's giving you an advice or instructions, you pen it down. You write it down. Because he may not ask you tomorrow. He may not ask you in 2-3 days. It may be the following month that he's going to ask you about it. Do you understand? So, if you do that and you work on those things and you are even the one giving him feedback, you are building a culture of accountability. But if you don't do some of those things that he said, simply because you feel he's not going to remember, you have an excuse culture. Why? Because nobody is reminding you and nobody will most likely not remind you. The task that he asks you to do is not clear and you did not ask for clarity. Right? You did not say, I need clarification. You just left. That gives a signal to your employer that you are not interested in carrying out the task in the first place. Because if you are interested in carrying out the task, you would have asked for clarity when you are not clear. Are we getting it? I forgot. All of us are guilty of this. So whenever you come up with this statement, it is an excuse culture. You are giving an excuse. But instead, you can create reminders so that you will not forget. So there is a difference between, oh, I've started work on it, but I'm not done. It is different from, I did not remember. Are you getting me? It is possible that you begin work on something, but you have not completed it, and your boss is demanding for it. Are you getting? I'm so sorry, I've started work on it, but I'm not done. I will send it in the next 1 hour, or in the next 2 hours, or tomorrow, or next week, depending on how long it will take to complete such task. So forgetfulness is totally unacceptable. So I'm going to encourage everyone here today. Ensure that you have a document. It may not even be a document. It could be a note. It could be a to-do where you pen down every instruction. Do this, that. Do you know why GM usually waits for us on the day of audit report? Because he knows that you will not remember what he asked you to do. He knows that you will not remember what he asked you to do. So he's waiting. And you are thinking that, I have completed my task for this week. It's a 5. And then he comes and asks you just one question. The video I asked for, did you give it to me? The document I asked for, did you give it to me? And then you will now be defenseless. It's not my fault. This thing is a common thing. I've heard it over and over and over. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. while there are things that are really, really not our fault because they are beyond or they are not within our control, it is best that when this statement is going out, it is really, really not your fault and you have done all you need to do. Here is how I'll fix it. If you are solution oriented, you have a solution mindset. This thing is taking too long. I have done this. I feel like I can do this. I'm still trying to find a way to fix it. It's different from, it is not my fault. It is not my fault. You're already pushing the blame. You are refusing to take ownership. You are refusing to take responsibility. I'm trying to remember, oh, it's a sensitive matter I can't disclose. So something happened in April, early April. Something happened early April, and Mr. Daniel expected that I should have queried the employee or send out a query. So I told him that, no, that I didn't send out a query. And he said, verbal warning or something. And I didn't do any of those. And he asked me to query myself. I think there was another issue where I had to send him a message that I take full ownership of this, I take responsibility. Because I cannot be going back up. I will ask myself, once I ask myself this question, how else do I talk to adults? I have gotten to the end of myself. Like, I've gotten to a stage where I say, at this point, I'm not doing again. I can't do. And then I'm like, how else can I talk to adults? So I have had cases or situations where I just had to take ownership. Because the truth of the matter is, somebody must take ownership of that action. Somebody must take ownership of that action. That is one thing I want you to know. Accountability builds trust. If you're accountable, you are sending a message to your employer that you can be trusted. But if all the time you give excuses, the employer cannot build the company on your shoulders. The Dangote you are seeing today is not Aliko Dangote that built it. It takes loyal employees to build that company to the level it is today. Talk about all the companies you are seeing that you desire to join their team. Paystack, MTN. I don't even want to talk about Airtel because those ones they used to change employees as if they are changing water. What other company that are solid? Money points. Even though their recruitment process is rigorous. Are you getting me? There are employees that are making all those things work. I used to ask myself a question. If you say that your boss is a slave driver, what are you still doing there? Why are you still there? The things that are demanded of you, are you sure that you are not the problem? Because no boss will drive an employee that has refused to be micromanaged and is delivering an excellent work. Underline the word excellent. Excellent. So that is why before we complain, as employees, we must first ask ourselves, are we delivering at the capacity of excellence? Where do I have shortcomings? Where can I make changes? What are the benefits of having ownership mindsets? Faster promotion, leadership opportunities. Let me shock you. I feel like you don't know that there are roles in Savo agency. You moved from what role to what role, Tolani? You moved from EA to operations fully, right? Fully, yeah. But from research assistant to operations executive. You are not a research assistant now. You are not a research assistant now. Yes. So that is moving from one level to another level. For CS, for example, even though CS may not have another role or higher role that can be called another name, but do you know that we can have level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4? Do you know? So in case you are thinking that what else from here to what, there are levels. There are levels. You can move from being a contract staff to a full-time staff. And if you think that we don't have a full-time, I said full-time, sorry, the word full-time is, I mean, confirmed staff. If you think that we don't have confirmed staff in our midst, you are joking, because Ife is a confirmed staff. He's not a contract staff. He's not on contract. And before you can move from one stage to another or make such progress, you must have proven yourself. You must have proven yourself. You must have shown that you can be trusted. You must have shown that the companies can reward you, or you are capable or eligible for rewards. You must have shown that Savo can grow with you in it. It helps you to build a stronger professional reputation, better performance review, and a long-term career success. A long-term career success. If you are leaving Savo agency, except you don't plan to put Savo in your CV, ensure that you have a good record. In my second month of joining this organization, a former employee reached out. I don't know the person. It was Mr. Daniel that gave me, what's it called, a brief of his role. I don't know him. So he just reached out that he needs recommendation letter. Apparently, I think in the organization, we don't even ask you for a recommendation letter from your previous employer. So apparently, he needs recommendation letter from his previous employer, and his previous employer is Savo Agency. I'm a new HR. I don't know him. So what did I do? I asked GM. Okay, Mr. Daniel asked me to what's it called? Write a recommendation letter of reference for this employee. Who is he? What has he done? In what capacity has he performed, and all of that. I did all the digging. Thank God for employee records, and all of the, we have a JD and all of that, and that was what gave me an incline of what the guy does and all that. I want to ask a question. If the guy is a bad person and probably have defrauded the company, do you think he will be able to come back for reference or recommendation? Never. So what I want to bring out from this story is that what we do today, we speak tomorrow. You just may not know at what capacity. So in case you are thinking, it's none of my business, it does not concern me, you just want to do and go, continue. The Yoruba adage you say, "Wàá bẹ̀rù rẹ níbodè." All right. There are some daily habits that you can inculcate that will help you to build this kind of mindsets that we are talking about. And it starts from asking yourself questions. Did I complete my task on time? Notice that it is not just, did I complete my task today? It is, did I complete my task on time? Did anyone need to chase me today? Did I communicate effectively? Did I solve problems or create excuses? Did I act like a professional today? Today, should I say this morning, I did not feel like dressing for the workplace. I just feel like wearing one shirt and one trouser and slippers. Honestly, I don't want to wear this shoe. As I am like this, I'm feeling so comfortable. I just want to wear my slippers. Like, do you understand? But I had to think again. I am coming to work. And there is a way I want to be seen. There is an image I want to project. I have to do these things even though they are not convenient. And that is the sacrifices that most of us pay. So just to let you know that small habits build great careers. How can you build a culture of ownership? Take initiative, collaborate effectively. It's not just you coming to meeting and then you are saying, yo. You are meeting expectations. You are supporting your colleagues. You are communicating openly. And you are delivering results consistently. Underline the word consistently. This will be my advice to you. Let's read this. Remember, first point, determines your growth. Your attitude towards responsibility determines your growth. Professionals are trusted because they are what? Dependable. Leaders are not only appointed, they are recognized through consistent ownership. Have you ever wondered, why is it that, have you ever wondered why two people join the organization at the same time? One is selected to lead the team and the other is not, even though it seems that it is that one that is doing almost all the work. Do you think performance alone qualifies people for leadership positions? Ife, do you think performance alone, your KPI score?
Attitude.
Attitude. Attitude is what qualifies people for leadership position. Attitude. Character. The little things that you don't count. The punctuality that you don't give regard to. The, what other thing? The appearance that you are not paying attention to. Your communication, the way you speak to your colleagues, that you feel this is 2026. We are Gen Zs. It does not matter, that you don't pay attention to. These are things that speak for you in the boardroom when leaders are being selected. Who can vouch for you that this person, yes, this person can work, KPI 100, MBO 40, but if this one lead these people, hey, they will be fighting every day. You will not see result. Why? You have problem. What are the problem? This person comes late. This person will not abide by rules and regulations. Is a rebel. This person is this person is that. Who is talking for you? Who is speaking for you? What kind of image are you creating? Your name is a personal brand. What kind of brand are you promoting? I wrote a quote the last time. I said by Omobolale Oladoyinbo because I cannot see the quotes online, so it's me that created it. When I saw it, my head is complete. I was proud of myself. That name is a brand. If you leave this place in 3, 4, 5 years, what can you say about him? Let's assume, do you know that there was a time I played a scenario in my head? Imagine Gloria leaves this place and joins a company. And then I leave Salvo and joins that company as HR. Gloria, what will you say about me to your colleagues? That, I know that HRO. I know that I've worked with her before. I worked with her before. Well, she will abuse your life. She will shout at you at stand up. She will this one, she will that one. She will not allow you to go on time. Can you see what my name, my character, my attitude have done to somebody, the kind of image it has created in your head? What do you think I would give Gloria? It's me and you. Please, I am now your new HR in a strange company. Please, what do you think I will speak concerning you? Is what you used to do here now, Abi. That's the heights I will use to be viewing you. Is that not it? Except until you are able to prove otherwise. Are you getting me? So let's be careful. Let's be careful. Let's be watchful. Let's be watchful. What we do, how we speak. Are you getting me? But am I there yet? No. I'm still learning under GM. Someone who has had over 10 years experience in the same field. Are you getting me? If I'm proud, will I be able to learn? There are some things I will do that GM will have to correct me or tell me, no, I don't do it like this. Go and do it again. I'll do it again. I'm happy doing it again because I want to see the best of what I can churn out. And I want to be able to work and somebody tell me you have done well. Are you getting me? So please, let's think like a boss. Let us work like a boss and grow like a leader. I believe that you have picked 1, 2, 3, or 4 things from today's session. So, question 1, what area do you need to improve in? What habits are currently limiting your growth? If I'm to move from being an intern to being a staff, what habits will limit my promotion? If I'm to move from being a contract staff to being a confirmed staff, what habits will limit my promotion? You need to start asking yourself that question because it will guide your next step of actions. How can I become more dependable at work? Damilola, how can you challenge Tolani to leave the level you are, to leave the level she is, because you are now occupying that level? You can now do what she's doing. And Tolani is now challenged to unlock the next phase of the operations department. Tolani, can you occupy the position of chief operating officer? You need to start asking yourself. Azal, Abi. Azal, right?
You're close to
All right. Benjamin and Modupe, let me hear from you. What's your take home? Let's start with Benjamin. Benjamin, you can unmute and speak.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I think the thing that got me very interested. One of the things I learned, you believing that you need to work without being told everything all the time. And there's this something when you, for example, like our homework now, me and Juwon, let me say we are important. We important dollar.
What did you say?
And we are going to let where we see ourselves as Victoria.
Okay.
Response and everything.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
still believe you can do better.
Yeah.
But with the training of learn that okay, fine, you are in this position already. You have Tola, either we like it or not, to others that are chatting us. You have Tola. Then this trainer knew that okay, I'm the boss here.
Yeah.
I'm the boss, I need to do better. That regarding if I want to get better.
Yeah.
So that's what I meant with it.
Thank you. That's brilliant. Thank you. Please let's put our hands together for me. You know, one thing I picked from what he said was the fact that he has come to realize that he is the boss here. That's what he said. He said, I am the boss here. I am Victola. So we didn't hear what he said.
Amazing. Wow.
These are not serious. You know, I mean, that's beautiful because now it will guide the way he interacts with clients. I mean, Modupe, let's hear you.
Most of them have been for your own name and for the company's name. And that's all.
Did anyone pick what she said?
Good reputation, yeah, happy reputation for your own name and company.
Oh,
the
okay.
company's name.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that's from where I was talking about. Your name is a brand, right? Yeah. Awesome. How many minutes do I have left, Gabriel? Sorry. All right. So with this, I've come to the end of today's training.